Home practice makes a big, big difference.
If you're not in the session, then asking your therapist to tell you what targets to work on and brainstorm ways that you can incorporate that within your routines.
You don't need to attend every session. I think as my son got older, it wasn't really necessary for me to attend every session, but maybe just once or two, just to check in with the therapist, just so they can know you, you can know them, because it's all about a relationship and collaborating to make sure that your kid thrives. Because at the end of the day, they're only in therapy for about 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. And then the rest of the week and the day is with you. So being able to just understand how they actually do it.
We have parent meetings. That way the parents know everything that's happening. So if you can't be there for every therapy session, that's okay. We're going to have these meetings and we're going to go over everything with you and we're going to be there for you. So it's really about the communication.
But we really just built a really good relationship. And I think that's what's really important with SLPs and parents, is like not going in like, against this person. It's like, what can we do to collaborate? So then we can be able to make sure we have the best success.
You have to understand the what, the why, and the how of therapy. There are no magic pills. It takes repetition, repetition, repetition. And with CAS, you have to practice in the right way. If you can't say it in the right way and you practice saying a particular sound the wrong way 10 times or 100 times, then it's much harder to correct that issue. So you really want your child to be on the right path at the right time so that they get started and the sound comes out correct and they've developed that correct motor pattern.
In order to be able to reinforce, you need to know what level your child is at. Are they working, what targets they're working on, and then what assistance the therapist is giving the child in order to produce their targets.
I started small by labeling household items in the house with sticky notes before he had verbal speech, and kind of encouraged him to either try to make the word with his sound or sign it. Sign language really helped us with developing verbal speech. So if he didn't know how to say the word, then he would try to sign it. And at least it helped him associate the objects with the words to then later on develop on verbal speech. So that was amazing. We only really did 10 to 15 minutes a day. So it wasn't really like too much, so because they're already in therapy and they're in school and it can be overloading, but just kind of just to be able to reinforce that 10 to 15 minutes daily of practicing whatever they're learning in therapy really, really helps progress. Because Tristan had a language explosion when he was about 4. He just literally like went from little words to full sentences, and making friends and becoming more social. So and I feel like being at home during the pandemic and being able to really focus in and reinforce what they were learning in therapy really helped that.
I have found for parents, if we find a way to work the home practice into what they're already doing, they're much more successful. So asking your therapist, how can I use this target word across my day so that my child gets the practice, but they're not, so that they get enough practice and by working it in, and you're not adding more speech time to the day so that your child doesn't really want to keep practicing.
They have a 2-year-old who is just starting to get their sound, and they're not even able to put it with another vowel yet. I might say like, oh, we're really starting to get the so when they're signing more, let's expect from them as well. And so I might say, let's do 2 or 3 words, like maybe we're doing for mom and we're doing for more, and I don't know, maybe for my, and so that way that child knows I don't have to work my hardest all day long, but for these things it's expected. And so this is an easy way for parents to do carryover.
Doing your home exercise program means that your child keeps moving forward.
And I would say that reinforcing at home really played a really big role in just overall his success, and then just being able to stay consistent with him.